Stop scrolling and picture this as your everyday view. This isn't a screensaver. This is Pensacola Beach, Florida, and it's where the sugar white sand meets the emerald waters that we have here, and it's where a ton of people are trading their busy city lifestyle for the laid-back rhythm of the coast. Hey everyone, it's Sean Killingsworth, and I'm here today to show you all around Pensacola Beach. And what we're gonna do is actually take this drone and I'm gonna do a flyover of Pensacola Beach. I'm hoping this will be helpful whether you're looking to just vacation here, want to see what the roads and restaurants are like and where they are, as well as if you're looking at properties here in the area of where do you want to be. Do you like Gulf side? Do you like Sound side? We'll get into some of those details a little bit later. So let's get to it. All right, here we're gonna start right at Pensacola Beach sign. So I grabbed a shot of this just so you can see what that looks like. So this is your entry to the most wonderful place in the world. So you got the sign here that's a newer sign, but it's looked the same for many years. So here's the 2-lane bridge that's 2-lane in and 2-lane out to be able to handle the traffic that comes through here. So the Pensacola sign was over there, and you could take this double-lane road over the bridge. You're gonna take that down. Right below in the shot that's Grand Marlin, one of my favorite restaurants. It's really nice if you have an anniversary trip or something like that. If you want more of a fancy food, that's a great spot. You're driving over that bridge. It's Bob Sykes Bridge. A lot of people fish right there. You can see this entryway right here to Pensacola Beach. It's a tollway, but it's one of those you don't stop at it. So it'll say it on signs, just roll right through and go ahead, and they're gonna scan your plate, mail you the bill if you don't have a sun pass. How this is laid out, you've got the Sound over here on the left side, and on the right side you have the Little Sabine, which is a nice little area, really calm water and very shallow. Right below us here is Lagunas, a great spot that has where you can take a go-kart, you can zip line, you can do all of this climbing fun adventures. Great for the kids. My kids love it. We go out there on birthdays and fun trips like that. Over here on the left side, you've got a little beach that is right on the Sound. So if it's a little bit crazy in the Gulf during this season, you can pop on over here. You can set up shop, build a tent, a couple chairs, really enjoy that. That's great for swimming right in this area. They've got these little awnings that you have. Over here on your left is the boardwalk. So ton of restaurants, ton of places to go. You can go get drinks, frozen drinks, and a ton of great food. One of our favorites in this area, it's back here just a little farther, is Flounders. Delicious food, but you have everything from Mexican food to shopping. You've got Ron John's Surf Shop, Alvin's Island, a ton of shopping. So a lot of people park here. Over here on the right side, you can see Pensacola Beach Beach Ball, and that's where you can see views of the Gulf. And no, I didn't Photoshop or edit this too much. That is how the water looks. It looks very Caribbean right out there, but on this right parking lot is where a lot of people do park and hang out, because that's kind of where everything is. Once you're parked there, you can access everything by walking. This one is right here at the stoplight, and we're gonna take a right here. There's only 2 ways to go. You can either go right out towards Fort Pickens, which is what we're gonna do, or the other way, which we'll get to in just a minute. But headed out this way, it's on a single road that drives you out here. There's some great hotels you can stay in right here. So now you have the Gulf on the left, the Little Sabine on the right, and this is a great little view, a great drive if you're on a motorcycle or a convertible. And so as you're headed out this way, you've got this great hotel here. They just changed the name. I forgot what it was, but here they've got a swimming pool. You can see how clean and clear the Gulf is. But you're headed out here, you got another hotel here on the right in front of us. And then on the right, you got some townhouses. Some people have for sale sign in those. So those are available right now, anywhere from $500,000 to about $700,000. You have some of these houses here that you can also purchase. So it's more of the townhouse. They're laid up side by side. These have great balconies and a great view. Sometimes they need renovated if they're maybe a little older, but I've actually seen some that have been renovated and really nice. About $800,000 to about $1 million on those properties. So those are really great. Over here on the right side, you can see some homes. This is in a great neighborhood out here. It's one road in that has a circle, some beautiful houses out there. If you're wanting more of that private, meet your neighbor style. We do have a couple hotels, Tristan Tower, towers. You've got a few more that are really nice condos headed out this direction. If you never heard of Fort Pickens, we thought early on it's just a fort, but this is actually a really great spot if you want more of a private beach style. You can head on out there. You can go to the very end and there is the whole fortress out there. You can see the cannons and explore that, take a history tour. Fish on the sound side, which is now, we're looking at this video, it's on the right, and then the Gulf is beautiful out this way. But we're headed out there right now. Below me is, again, some condos. These are houses that are split into two. A lot of times when these come for sale, they go pretty quick. There's some houses over here on the right. That is a nice neighborhood. It's gated. It can't be as short-term rental. So when you have HOA homes, a lot of times those don't allow short-term rental. So if you're looking to have somebody help you pay the payment on your house by using it as vacation rental, that's not the space. But if you want your own spot where nobody's going to interrupt, check those out. Right up here at the end is the Palm Beach Club. They've just repainted it a couple years ago. I love the color, but these are beautiful units right there. You can use those as short-term rentals. And then here's Park West right below us. You're flying over. This is the last park right before it switches to Fort Pickens. A ton of people come out here because they've got restrooms right there. But now we're taking this road that goes all the way out to the end where it dead ends out there at Fort Pickens. A beautiful little spot. Right now it's closed thanks to the government shutdown. So I can't wait for that to open back up because that way I can get back out there a little bit more. But this is a beautiful drive out this direction. So that's about as far as my drone would go on this one. Flying back towards Pensacola, and then we're gonna end up going right and see the other side of the island. Okay, so just so you know where we're at, we've got the beach ball right here in front of you, the Gulf's on your left, the Sound's on the right, and so I'm gonna play through here, turn it around. Here's that light, the stoplight that I was telling you about. Instead of going left this way now, which is towards Fort Pickens, just so you know which direction we're looking, that is going west. So you're gonna be, that was where we were just at. Now we're gonna keep going down towards Navarre. So this is the boardwalk right here that has a ton of the shopping and restaurants. Below me right here is Flounders, which is my favorite restaurant. Go check that one out. Tons of great drink specials, tons of great seafood. And so you can see over here on the right, this is where a lot of the people stay because there's hotels, there's RV parking right here, which is really great. There's actually a bar back in there called the Sneaky Tiki that's super cool, tons of great drinks, great hangout and a great vibe. But as we keep driving out here a little further, you do have some condos over here. You have some hotels over here on the right. As you go further to the east, it turns into more homes. You have more of that beach home on stilts type of look. There's still a couple homes that are built right on the ground. Those aren't great for insurance, just so you know. Over here on the left side where I'm looking right now is the Sound. These houses have these docks, beautiful docks that go out into the water. And when you're looking at this water, it's so clear, but you can actually walk out in it pretty far because it's not too deep. Right here in this neighborhood, you can do short-term rentals. So if you want to purchase a house like this, try to rent it out most of the year, stay in it a couple weeks. That way they can help you make your payment. There's some cool options like that. Portofino is one of my favorite condos here. It's at the very end. There's 5 towers currently. They're gonna build one more, but it's the last towers before it's a beautiful drive headed out towards Navarre. But as you can see below, a lot of homes, a lot of pools, a great area. We property manage one of these houses on Via de Luna, which is this street running right here. This is headed out towards the east, and you can see how there's walkways right across this main road where people will stop and let you pass. Out here, there's some townhouses that you can purchase. There's a few more over here on the left, a little bit older, but still a great view, a great spot to be really anywhere on this island because it's so thin and it's so long. You have access to whether you like the Sound or the Gulf really in walking distance. But you can tell how this has beautiful views. And so what I'll do, I did a couple more drone shots that I'll just bounce through so you can see what the beaches look like. One other thing about the beaches that I love here is that they just keep going. It's just a long line of the most beautiful beach that you'd ever see. You can really set up wherever you want, put your tent out and some chairs and hang out is our favorite thing to do. You can tell how clear the water is. So at this beach, you can walk out usually to a next little sandbar, which isn't too far. So whether you like to fish, cast to the deep, or you like to hang out in an inner tube, man, it is so much fun here at Pensacola Beach. Well, thanks so much for joining me today as we do a drone flyover of Pensacola Beach. Hopefully this was super helpful. I have done some inside property tours on Pensacola Beach, so if you're interested in seeing what some homes look like here, make sure you check out that video here. My info is all below in the description box, and what I'd love for you to invite you to do is to message me, whether you like text, call, or email. I love the chance to talk with you and get to know you just a little bit so I can know exactly what you're looking for here at the Emerald Coast. And make sure you like and subscribe to this channel because I'm gonna be showing you all things Emerald Coast, and hopefully we can find something that you love here. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one.